Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, September 27th. Unbelievably so. But today I just wanted to talk about making you happy. And it may seem like a hard thing, and many times it is for a lot of us, but it really is the best thing, the easiest thing. When you make you happy, things just flow. And I'm not talking about being like selfish, but being like self-preserving more than anything else. For example, so many times many of us have been in situations where we could have done one thing or done the other. The thing we wanted to do probably would have made us happy. The other thing we didn't do, and we felt obligated to not do it. So um, it's kind of like a balance. Like, I'll give you an example. I was supposed to go on a little mini boat cruise like Captain JP, and my aunt died. She had services, and my family came up from North Carolina, and I wanted to spend time with them. Plus, it was, after the services, so I was comfortable. I was sitting, but I did want to go. It was through U Albany, and I had never been. As a group with them. So, but I had my Carolina family here for a funeral, and I felt disrespectful. I felt I shouldn't leave. So I didn't go. And I kind of regret it. We spent some time together, but there would have been, like no foul if I did actually go. My aunt that passed away would like me to have gone, I'm pretty sure. But that's just an example. When we're conflicted. Okay, then that's family. Then there's these relationships. My God, how many things I've been put in so many situations that are unbelievable. Like, if you go there, don't call me. If you go there, you'll never speak to me again. So much like leveraging, like just bullying. And like, I was at Slick Rick. I think this was like 20, what was it, 2018, 2019. Arrived at Slick Rick downtown and was parked, ready to go, wanted to see Slick Rick at Alive at 5. The person I was in a relationship with basically said, no, you need to leave. If you stay there, we're going to be done. Just like really crazy stuff. And I went, of course, like an idiot, and went to like see him because he was on his lunch break or something, worked a retail job. So, and left the Slick Rick concert at Alive at 5. And everyone knows how I love music. But anyway, and then lo and behold, he's dating this other girl for like the same time he was with me. So it was all just for nothing, like time wasters and like unhappy makers, like crazy makers. That's what you call them, really, I think. And that's a lot of like narcissistic personality um, individuals. They want to make you like so unhappy, and somehow doing so, that makes them happy. And it's really sad. It's a sickness. But you can give up your whole identity by trying to please these people. And guess what? In the end, they're not going to stay. They're not going to be there. Like who you thought they were, they're not. And most of the time, come on, we do know. Like, you're not telling us anything in the end that we didn't know. We knew they were scoundrels. We knew they had ulterior motives. We knew they didn't give a shit about us. It was just for them to pass time, um, to basically move on to the next. Or actually, like I said, um, concurrently have someone. Like, it's not even moving on to the next. They already have this person. So it's pretty sad, but you cannot make someone else happy and be unhappy. you cannot do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. Like, you're sacrificing years of your life, decades. Like, they don't want you to talk. Some particular guys don't want you to be the beautiful swan and social butterfly you are. You have to sit there and let them shine, let them get all the glory. Even if you've known this person for years, you see someone like that you hadn't seen from high school, you want to start talking, you want to reminisce. They can't stand that because you're engaged, you're in a conversation. The person you're talking to probably is equally as interesting. But many partners cannot stand that about you, that you have that brightness. They are misery, like miserable. They are misery, the epitome and the personification of misery. They're so toxic, so unhappy. Their choices, or really lack of choices, the majority of people that I have dated didn't do anything. They never arrived. They are either alcoholics, drug addicts, gamblers, just womanizers. Like, their whole lives have been spent using women, using drugs, abusing alcohol, spent in casinos, just spent, screwing women, and just to, I guess, pass time. So here's the thing. I'm 50 years old. I want to say, for a solid, I want to say at least 10 years, if not 19 years, I've just been wasted time to many people. I've wasted my time, and they've wasted my time. Like, I wasted my time trying to do everything that they wanted, and in the end, I did what they wanted. Like, I became a passive person. I'm not passive. I am a, just outgoing and loving life, wanting to do things, passionate person. And when you get around other people, they just quell that. They just try to stomp you, and you can't allow that. So to anyone, like right now, you're going along, you're happy and making the other person happy for the sake of peace, because like the narcissistic personality, they will make things crazy on you. Like, if you don't do what they say, there will be like mayhem. Like, they will cause trouble at your job. They will hurt you. They will try to fight you. Males and females. It doesn't really matter. They just are unhappy, and they want a certain reaction out of you. A lot of it is just to see. They want you to get all worked up. Oh, no, don't call my job. Don't do that. They thrive off you being like a victim, you begging them, oh, no, I'll do what you say. And you know what? It's not happening anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. I've done it. I've had people break my car windows, be abusive, break my phones, knock my crown out. Yeah, nice guys, right? And they're all mics, of course, ironically. But it just doesn't seem like it's ever going to be enough for some people. So guess what? It has to be enough for you. You have to say, it's enough. We're not doing this anymore. I'm not wasting my time on someone that I can't be my true, authentic self with, because that's the idea. They want you to be someone else. And when you're being someone else, you're not being you. And ultimately, you're not really being the person they want you to be, other than with them, because you have to entertain them and go along with it. And the moment you get them the fuck out of your car, like I was driving this one guy, so annoying, alcoholic, really deadbeat dad, lived in his mama's house, didn't have anything going for him, like a part-time retail job because he liked to drink, and just like hang out like a youth instead of like being responsible. So he'd only worked like 4 days, but I used to cart him around, and I mean around the clock. But the moment he got in my car, he would complain, oh, your driving stinks, you can't drive, oh, you're so stupid. Why do you have that smile on your face? Like just toxicity, like to the max. And it was so horrible. I was so enveloped, though I really was in love with him. Let's put it that way. How stupid was I? But anyway, I was just enveloped in this idea that, we were a couple and that's what couples do is just take the abuse. And it's so funny, but the moment he got in, my stomach would be just upset, doing flips. Like, I just felt sick in every way. He would a lot of times make me cry, criticize, why are you wearing that stupid dress? Why are you wearing that stupid jacket? Why does your hair look like that? Always criticizing me so like cruel and really hateful. But yet he wanted me to do him favors, and I did. Around the clock, I was picking him up, leaving work all hours because, like I said, he had this retail job. He'd take lunch at I don't know, 3 o'clock. So I'd leave my job to go see him maybe, and I'm working till 4:30. So I would rearrange my schedule. One time I came back and I got into a car accident because I came back at like 4. And actually, I wasn't meeting him for lunch. I was driving him. He had to be to work at 3. So I did all this, again, making him happy, and I made myself unhappy. And when I called him, he wouldn't even answer. Couldn't answer at work because he was seeing this girl. So anyway, but what I'm saying is when I would unload his ass, oh God, freedom. I would go to work. I would talk to people. And most of my friends, they knew the situation. And one of my friends said to me, God bless him, he was like, from the beginning, he's like, Mel, I think he's going to erode your esteem to the point that you're not even going to recognize yourself. And he did. I didn't recognize myself. And then when he broke up with me, I was devastated. I don't know why. I mean, it was sheer hell. So it was a blessing in disguise. But I really liked him. I was all in. Like, I go all in. Danielle, my friend, will say, Mel, you go all in, giving these guys everything, treating them like kings. And yeah, I do. That's the beauty. Like, if you date me, I give you 110%, if not 1,000. But in the end, they were giving me 0. They were snaking me with other chicks. They were abusive to this sweet little Mel, who's a good person. Yeah. And it sucks, but no one is wasting my time anymore. And that's what I'm saying. My beginning thought was, do not make yourself unhappy by doing things for others. If you want to give, like, God loves a cheerful giver. You have to be a cheerful giver. You have to say, okay, you know what? I want to do this for someone. I want to stay back and spend time with my family instead of going on that boat ride. You have to want to do things. But if it's going to mean that you're unhappy and then you're resentful, because I'm still remembering this, like, they didn't make me stay back. I just wanted to. But then the next day, I didn't even see them at all. I had to work. So unfortunately, I got a couple of hours. So I guess it was good that I stayed back, but it's crazy. Like, you have to balance. Life is always about balance. I'm going to say this, but there's no balance that is worth your health. Like, sometimes it has to be out of balance. Like, the seesaw where somebody's up and somebody's down. Sometimes you have to be up. You can't sit down on the dirt all the time. It's not fun. It's boring. You have to push down, and usually you're the heavier person. So it's okay. If you're heavy, good. You're going to have more fun on the seesaw. So, but you have to balance your happiness, because if not, you're not going to be well. You're not going to be mentally well. You're not going to be emotionally well, and you're not going to be physically well. Because like I said, every time I got into the car, every time he got into my car, he was a toxic piece of shit. I mean, he drank every day, like, I don't know, 12 beers a night. So he got in, he was hungover, probably went to work, functional alcoholic, I will say, presented well in public, but total snake, total just Lucifer. I mean, crazy. But when he got in my car, the whole mood changed. Like, he was a total narcissistic vampire, just totally drained everything out of me. the life out of me. And then when he got out, I could breathe, I could play my music. Told me I couldn't play music, I couldn't have my windows rolled down, wanted AC. Like, we would take long trips to casinos, and it's like, what the fuck is going on with him? He didn't have shit. He really didn't. He had credit cards and credit, and like I said, lived in mama's house, so he didn't have to pay rent. He had a retail job, which I guess was enough for him. But anyway, he's very happy now. He's expecting a baby with the girl that he was snaking me with. She's definitely like half his age. So good luck to her. That's all I got to say. He is about himself and all day, every day. Maybe he's changed. I hope so. But if not, it's all good because I've changed and I don't ever want to be in that situation again. And I encourage everyone, if you are in a situation where you're unhappy, you're unhappy, your gut, because your stomach tells you a lot. Deep down, you're like, God, I'm so miserable. God, I'm so alone in this relationship. I am so mistreated in this relationship. And I keep doing things and I'm getting no response. Make yourself happy. Cut the ties. Who cares if he cries, which, most of the time they sure don't. But just leave. Leave, get away. Do you. Stop having people waste your precious time. And just realize that you can't make everyone happy. Some people are just not happy. They have deep-seated issues that they're never, ever going to resolve. And if they are, it's not with you. They need a psychotherapist. They need medication. They need a rehab, Gamblers Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, you name it. Narcissistic personality disorder is real, and it's sick. It's a sickness. They'll never stop trying to make you look bad, no matter what you do. They're always going to want to shine. They want to outshine you. And if you outshine them, well, you can't. They'll crush you. But you can if you leave them. So leave them, everyone, and have a great day. And remember, make yourself happy. As Shakespeare says, and I've said it before, to thine own self be true. It is so true and real. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.